Hey guys, welcome to Heat, Happy Energy, Amor Tarot. Let's see what's happening with the masculine and the feminine today. Where are they standing in the journey? What's, um, going on in their heart? Maybe it's unspoken, but there's something definitely happening all the time, right? So we have to begin with the masculine. Where does he stand? We have Three of Cups reversed. This is where masculine could be feeling a little not very social. This is where he's disconnected from the social support or emotional joy, where there is no desire to go meet people, be with the community, communicate with people. This is a sense of loneliness, regret, or guilt which is present here. There could be a third party dynamics for some of you. It doesn't necessarily have to be a literal person, though it can be, but this can be work, it can be money, stability, obligations, escapism. So he may be avoiding celebrations or refusing to participate in gatherings or connections. This is like someone who skips a friend's wedding because they know, when you see that, it's going to remind you of what you have lost, kind of a thing. So, somebody, I can't remember the person's name, but there's this quote which is, the loneliest moment is in someone's life is when they're watching their whole world collapse, fall apart, but all they can do is stare at it blankly. So that is the energy here. Now with the feminine, where does she stand? Ace of Cups reversed. This is where she doesn't have anything. She's emotionally depleted. She doesn't really have much to offer here, is what she's feeling. She may be struggling with self-love or heartbreak, hurt, pain, disappointment. There is a need to refill her own cup before she can give to this connection. This is like watering a garden with an empty jug, where she wants to nurture, but she feels she doesn't have anything to offer here to nurture. So you can't pour from an empty cup, so she has to take care of herself first. Now if you're resonating so far, don't forget to subscribe. Now masculine's lesson is Six of Pentacles. This is about equal give and take. This lesson is about balance, learning to bring the equality, reciprocity in here. He may have overgiven to others and neglected himself, or vice versa, or put in his energy somewhere else instead of the feminine. It would be different for different people here. This is about understanding that generosity and reciprocity without any hidden agendas, expectations. Now the feminine's lesson is Tower reversed. This is where she's resisting some sort of necessary change, clinging on to what's collapsing. She may fear what happens if she lets go completely, because she doesn't want this to go away. But the universe is saying that the worst is already known. Okay, this is time to rebuild on a truer foundation, something more solid here. So, you can't live in a house with cracked walls and refuse to move out, right? Even when it's unsafe, you can't be doing that. So sometimes good things fall apart so better things can fall together. Marilyn Monroe said that, I think. Now the masculine's heart truth, Nine of Pentacles. In his heart, he longs for independence. He wants to feel worthy. This is where he wants stable future, or stability within himself before he can fully commit emotionally. There's pride in building his own security somewhat. It's okay. Now feminine's heart's truth, Strength reversed. She may feel she has lost her power or her trust in love. This is a card where sometimes you start criticizing or judging yourself, if not somebody else. Her heart is feeling tired and vulnerable, questioning her courage. This is a call to reconnect with her inner resilience. it's like a lioness never forgets that she's the queen, and doesn't matter how hurt she is, she still remains the queen. That is something which she needs to remember. So you never know how strong you are unless being strong is the only choice you have. That's what is happening here. That's what she needs to understand, possibly. Next step in your path here, in your soul path, the lovers. See, the path ahead is about alignment, it's about choice, authentic connection. You're being guided to make heart-based decisions, choosing love over fear. Union is possible here, but it begins within. You have to have that trust within somewhere. This is like you are standing at a fork in the road. One path is safe, but it's also empty, and the other path, it's risky, but it's also full of soul. So we are our choices, right? So that's something we have to decide here. See, this journey isn't for faint-hearted, is what I see. This masculine is learning how to give without guilt and stand on his own. Feminine is being asked to surrender what no longer serves her and fill herself up first, her own heart. Together, you're moving towards a choice to love in a way that's real, courageous, and whole. Remember, healing is messy, it's not easy, okay? This is, but it's also a great masterpiece once you're done with it. So you are worthy of love you envision. Your heart knows the way. Trust it and don't settle for less. Your story isn't over. One day, all will make perfect sense. I hope this made sense to you. Thank you for watching.